Alright, now I am going to throw a bowl for you. It's going to be a 3-pound lump of clay, which will give me a bowl in the range of about 10-11 inches in diameter. So we will adhere to the bath here. And center it. Centering, press down, make sure it's adhered to the bath. Then you'll either pull it towards you, center it, or you'll go on ahead and be pressing down, put your elbow into your hip, and then with your body push into it. Center. Either way works. And then I do something called coning. And what coning is that you will take your clay and make a cone with it. Now what this process does is the same thing as wringing out a washcloth to get the extra water out, except what I'm doing is wringing out the clay to get the extra air and the small bubbles out of it. And it also gets the clay thinking about this roundy thing that it's doing here as I'm throwing it on the wheel. Recenter it back. That. And now I want to go on ahead and put a hole in it. So pull the walls of the bowl. So I trust that I have my clay centered, hands on the side, go to the center and give it a little pressure, and it will draw the thumb down to where it needs to go. You don't have to use just one thumb. You can go on ahead and use 2 thumbs if you want. What I usually do is start it with the thumb, and then I will go down with a couple of fingers. Hands are always touching. One hand here is on the bat, so we'll know how deep to go here. The hands are smarter than the brain. They'll tell you how far you need to go. I'll go on ahead and go to the bottom of the floor of my new bowl that I'm going to have here. I'm going to drag it out just a little bit. So I have a center hole in here in the 2-inch range. So now I'm going to go on ahead and pull the walls of my bowl. Now with a regular cylinder, a jar, a bottle, you'll go on ahead and you'll pull up towards your nose. You're going to do the same thing with a bowl. The difference is that you got to move where your nose is at. So we'll go to the side here. And pull at an angle. And now we'll do it again. Slow it down a bit. Not quite that much. When you start throwing a bowl, centrifugal force starts to not be your friend. And as you throw a bowl, as you get towards this top lip here, it's very easy to overdo it and get this very top paper thin. Make a conscious effort to go ahead and leave like a little coil of clay there at the top. Okay, now we're going to do this again. Pulling towards my nose. And it depends on what kind of bowl you want. If you want something with more square sides or something that's more of a display bowl here. It's easier if you want a display bowl to go on ahead and pull your walls still at like a 45-degree angle. Because it's a lot easier to go on ahead and push the bowl down into a shape than it is to go ahead and bring it up. One more time. You can see I go up maybe 1/8 of an inch to every revolution that the wheel goes. I'm not in a hurry to do this. Going that slow, will go on ahead and make sure that I have my walls at an even pace, an even thickness. Press out the inside shape of my bowl, which is what I believe makes a bowl a bowl, in that its center of interest is the interior, not the exterior. What I'm after with my bowls is to have just a nice even curve in here. Just like holding two pieces of a string as they come down the bow. In the bottom here. And we'll take our attention to this top lip here. Now what I want to do, I've got this nice even curve on the inside here, and I want to accentuate that curve with having a flat lip at the top here. So what I'm going to do to get that flat lip is I'm actually going to push it in on the bottom side, like a 1/2 inch down. Until I get a visual bump on the inside. So I have a curve that does this kind of shape on here. So with that done, then I will go on ahead and press down this top edge. So now what I have for an inside shape is those flat edges come into a little curve that comes in like this. Now the reason I have those little curves there is that I want to go on ahead and have a precise corner at this edge in the curve of the bowl. And I found that you have to over accentuate the inside so that you can get that. So I'm going to give that a little dampness. So my finger will go ahead and slide on this. Press it down. I got that really sharp angle here that I was after. And of course I have a rough edge right along the very edge here. So I'll go on ahead and I'll take my needle tool and take that off. Now to make sure that I don't have any crumbs that have stuck onto the side here as I was cutting it off. Take my aluminum rib and do a light scrape there. So everything is clean and smooth. I will use a sponge to go on ahead and smooth this out here. Think of it like rough sandpaper. You're getting the sharp burr edge off of it. And I'll take my chamois and clean up my edge, make it very, very smooth, because it's that detail that people will see first. Underneath. Get rid of this extra clay that I have here. And it'll look like that. Now usually what I will do is let my bowl sit on the bat. Pop the bat off of the wheel. Easier said than done. Pop it off the wheel here and set it aside and let it start to dry out a little bit. Let the moisture go on ahead and equalize itself out here. Because if I wanted to go on ahead and pull it off the bat right now, when I grabbed a hold of it, I would oval my bowl. And that's not what I want my bowl to be. I want it to be a nice round bowl. So I'll just let it sit on the bat for a little while there. So it gets a little bit stiffer, and then take it off. But a bowl.